So in today's video, I want to discuss one of the most exciting projects in the crypto space that I've invested in. I truly believe that this token, which is so cheap right now, can definitely hit over $1. So let's jump straight into it, guys. I'm not going to keep you hanging around too long. So it's Verasity. Now, you may have heard of it or you may not have, but it's something that I definitely urge you all to have a look into. So Verasity at the minute is at 3 cents, which is pretty cheap. And essentially now it is becoming more accessible. So you can get it on gate.io, which I've done videos on previously. It's also available on KuCoin. That's something that I definitely recommend if you are looking to try and get low cap gems. KuCoin has an amazing range of tokens in crypto. So that's where you essentially find it, guys. So when you're on CoinMarketCap, just click market and essentially it'll tell you there. So why is Verasity good? Now I want to just run through this. I was doing a bit of research just to kind of make life a little bit easier for you guys. So as you guys can read here, Verasity is a platform that offers increased engagement and advertising revenues and eliminates advertising fraud. This is great, and this is something that is necessary in this space. And if you just scroll down a little bit more, Verasity itself has a patented proof of use system, and I'll explain that in a few moments. And essentially it offers a Vera wallet as well on its blockchain network, on which the VRA token is used as a main currency. So I'm actually staking on there at the minute. So I think up until the end of March, so we don't have much time, it was around 25%. So whatever you put in, you're getting 25% per annum. This is something I definitely recommend, especially as the market is how it is now, is to start staking some of your coins as and when you can. But let's just quickly move into how it works, because it's always important to know about the technology, and then you've got to make a decision based on your own research and doing a lot more than what I'm going to do in this video today. Is this viable? Is this something that's actually gonna solve a problem? Does it have real utility, or is it just smoke and mirrors? So as well as its patented proof of view technology, which uses blockchain powered artificial intelligence, AI, transparency and immutability to defeat online ad fraud. Now fraud is going to be massive. It's already going on. It happens every day and it happens in every single industry. So what proof of view essentially does is it ensures that every view that's captured on the ledger, so everything's obviously on the blockchain, it's authentic, and it ultimately provides people putting money into ads, for example, that they know that it can be trusted if they're using the technology that Verasity has. So that's really, really important. Obviously I always mention look at the people behind the team. Now I don't know any of these guys personally, but they seem to have a lot of experience and their CVs are pretty good. So hopefully this isn't an apprentice type of CV. But again, guys, I always encourage you to look into these people a little bit more. But if you just look at some of the people behind the team, you've got someone with experience, 30 years experience in litigation and trust laws. So when it comes to stuff like fraud and stuff, that's probably the right kind of person to have. You've also got someone with SMEs and digital media, blockchain and cryptocurrency experience, and along with others in tech. And then there's a few here, and I just thought there's no point highlighting everything. And then after that, what I'd always recommend people do is just check out the roadmap, see what these guys are doing, see how up to date they are. I mean, if they're saying they're going to do something and then you've waited 6 years and they've not moved on it, it's probably not a company that you're thinking, yeah, I'm really going to back these guys. But essentially now we are in Q4 and NFT marketplaces. You've got the Vera players, the views, esports. Now one thing I will say with the price action of Verasity is it does kind of move very similar to Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin comes down, it is moving kind of at the same way. But I think as more stuff happens and more adoption comes into Verasity, I do think it's going to start to blow up. So a couple of articles and then I'm going to leave it there, guys. This was an interesting one. It was just speaking about some of the hottest Metaverse coins, and obviously we're moving into the Metaverse. I also have a project coming into the Metaverse as well, so obviously if you're interested, please do follow me over on Instagram if that's obviously of use. But essentially these are coins below $1 that this gentleman here recommends that we should watch. Now I'm not going to waste too much time, but Verasity, it made that list. I would have been shocked if it didn't. We've got alien wheels here. I've invested in alien wheels. I've showed you that in one of my previous videos. Chromia, I've not heard of it. Maybe it's a video for another day. Maybe you guys can go check that out. Then we have Radio Kaka. This is something that I was trying to do an airdrop for it a while ago. I was potentially looking into it. I never put the money in. I saw it spike and I thought, I'm not going to chase green candles. That's not something that I essentially do. And then number one is Wax. So Wax, again, this is something that I've not personally invested in. I've heard the name a little bit, but I'm not going to pretend to be an expert on that. So very, very quickly, what Verasity has done recently, it's got a partnership with Brightcove. And this is really, really useful because Brightcove is a video technology platform, as many of you may or may not know. So this obviously helped initially. It spiked a little bit of interest in terms of its price action as well. So that was really, really useful. And if you just jump over to their socials as well, I just found this over on Twitter. So one great thing was the moment this happened is other companies started joining as well. Now, if you have somebody who you can trust and you know that they have a proof of view within their technology, it's only going to make onboarding expand. And now the team at Verasity, and if you do that little trick I showed you before where you put the $ and VRA, which is the ticker name, into this search Twitter, you're going to see a lot of bullish sentiment around Verasity. A lot of people thinking this is a future gem. I mean, this is massive. Proof of view is ready for 120 billion Chinese ad market, passed an examination by the Chinese Patent Office. So if that works, because obviously they've got the US one, then this is going to be absolutely huge, and this could be the news that essentially rockets it. And we know when stuff starts rocketing, for example, you get a lot of FOMO, people start jumping in at the wrong time. So what I'm saying to you guys is do your own research, but at this time, at 3 cents, in my humble opinion, at some stage has the ability to go over $1. So let's just quickly work out how you can potentially be a millionaire off this. So very quickly, guys, what I'm going to do is, we've got it at 3 cents. We're going to keep it simple. If you were able to put down, let's just say £100 into this, and it did hit $1, that essentially, I'm just going to times it by 33, that will give you £3,300. So if you got £100 and maybe I don't know, maybe you're going to go get drunk this weekend or next weekend, for example, £100 punt on this, and you just leave it for a year, but you obviously following the price action. If that works, that's £3,300. How much of a difference can that make to your yearly income? But I think if you do enough research, you'll definitely feel that £100 on a particular project like this is pretty exciting. And then obviously, you get a bit more excited and you start looking at 4 figures. If you start putting 4 figures in again, guys, I know it's simple maths, but I just want to do it anyway. That's 33 grand. You put £1,000 into this, that's £33,000. So again, I can't tell you what to do with your money. I'm not here to advise you. Again, this is just for entertainment purposes. So how do we get a million? So if you want to become a millionaire off this, we're going to simply divide this by 33, and essentially, guys, if you have £30,000 and you put it into here and it does do what we think, what I believe, and what many other people believe it can do, you become a millionaire. That's not bad. That's not bad. And remember, I'm using the dollar as conservative. Again, there's going to be a lot more money coming into the crypto space, will essentially happen, but 30 grand. Now, obviously, 30 grand can also buy you a buy-to-let. I'm a property investor, and that's going to give you income. That's going to give you capital appreciation. But if you are flush and you are one of those people who just have 30 grand, maybe try this. I don't know, maybe. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave the video there. Hopefully you found some of this useful. Hopefully you can look into Verasity, and if you ever do make some Verasity gains in the future and you essentially, it hits $1, for example, then that would make me pretty happy, and I'm sure it's going to make you very happy as well. So until next time, guys, thank you so much for sticking around when you guys couldn't be doing anything, but you chose to spend a few moments with me, and that makes you pretty awesome. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching.